Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Cloud, which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students.
Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 22nd of August. This will be a very important session, so do pay attention till the end. Let's start. First is state of school education in rural India. This report was released by whom? Which organization released it, or if asked, name of the person also tell me. So first of all, here we are talking about the name of the person, correct? So Dharmendra Pradhan, who is our Union Minister of Education, he released this report that was state of school education in rural India, correct? This report talks about the various policies that have been started in rural India to promote education. What are the various initiatives that are taken by a government and to promote education for both men and women, or we can say for boys and girls in the rural India, so that new technologies and all the update can be provided to them and they can also live at par with the people or the students living in the urban area. So right, to remove the gap between the urban and rural India, this various programs are being started by government so that the divide that is there between the rural and urban areas should be removed, correct? Also, if we talk about the school of education in rural India, the report revealed that a total of 78% of parents of girls and 82% of parents of boys wanted to educate their children to graduation and above. The report also aims to provide data along the right analytics and insights to stimulate the development of rural India, correct? Then remember, this report was released by whom? Dharmendra Pradhan, who is our Minister of Education. He released this report during the Transforming Rural India, India's Rural Colloquy 2023 that was held in India Habitat Center. The next thing, remember, the report is based on an analysis of the survey by 6,229 parents across 21 states and union territories of India, and the focused age of the children here was between 6 to 16 years of age. Then out of this 6,229 rural households or parents, out of them 6,135 school had going students, 56 had students who dropped out of school, and 38 children who had never enrolled in any school, correct? Also, we are seeing that the dropout ratio is also reducing, and the dropout ratio for the female is higher as compared to that of male. Around 75% boys and 65% girls dropped out of schools after completing primary education. Here only remember one more data. Out of boys and girls, if we compare, 75% of the boys dropped out as compared to 65% of the girls, Correct. One of the main reason for the dropout can be non-availability of schools with higher classes within the village or nearby areas. Then if we talk about in this report only, if we talk about smartphone usage, the survey indicated that almost 50% of the children aged between 6 to 16 years of age have access to smartphones in the rural areas. Out of these, only 34% use it for study downloads and 18% of the students access this for online learning via tutorials. Correct? So this is your state of school education in rural India report released by Dharmendra Pradhan, or if asked, released by Ministry of Education. Next, here you can see Dharmendra Pradhan released this state of school education in rural India report. Next, first edition of WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit that was held under G20 was held in which state of India? So first ever WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit that was held under G20. This summit was held where, in which state? It was held in the state of Gujarat. Right? I repeat, first WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit was launched by Tedros Ghebreyesus, the Director General of WHO, right? And it was inaugurated it was launched in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Correct? This was alongside the G20 Health Ministerial meeting that was held in Gujarat, and the summit also witnessed the first ever joint finance and health ministerial under the Indian presidency. Then there was a theme, right? And who hosted this if asked? So remember, this summit was hosted together by WHO and Ministry of Ayush. So this question becomes important, that the first ever WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit under G20 was hosted by WHO and Ministry of Ayush. There was a theme that we were discussing. What is the theme? Towards health and well-being for all. I repeat, towards health and well-being for all. Let me show you here. These 2 points are really important, that this summit was hosted together by WHO and Ministry of Ayush, and the theme that is towards health and well-being for all. And right, it was launched by Tedros Ghebreyesus, the Director General of WHO. Important. Correct? Next is Ministry of Home Affairs has renewed FCRA license of ORF for 5 years. I repeat, ORF is your Observer Research Foundation. This is a Delhi-based foreign policy think tank, and they have received a 5-year renewal of their Foreign Contribution Regulation Act license from the Ministry of Home Affairs. The license is valid from 1st of October 2023 till 20th of September 2028. Right? The renewal of this organization's FCRA was pending with the government since March 2023, and ORF, in adherence to the amendment made to Section 17 of the Foreign Contribution Act of 2010 in the year 2020, took the necessary steps to meet the new legal requirements. So coming back, remember, it is your Ministry of Home Affairs that has renewed the FCRA license of Observer Research Foundation, that is a Delhi-based foreign policy think tank, and this was renewed for 5 years, and it was done by Ministry of Home Affairs. Right? Next is banking and finance. Bank credit growth to MSMEs deaccelerates in Q1 of fiscal year 24. RBI issues new guidelines for fair lending practices. See, deaccelerates means it is slowing down. Correct? That means bank credit, that is finance or funding to those small or those MSMEs, is deaccelerating, and in the first quarter we saw a deacceleration in the funding or bank credit for those MSMEs. Here RBI data, bank credit growth to MSME has deaccelerated on year basis in the first 3 months of fiscal year 24, and banks' cautious attitude towards the risk makes them hesitant to provide loans to these small units, lending to deceleration in the bank credit growth. See, we are seeing that AI has been launched, right? And we are saying that because of artificial intelligence, there will be huge disruption going on in the market, and there will be huge job losses. Next thing, remember, because of various scenarios of war-like scenarios that is going on around the world, right? And because of the condition in USA, then we are seeing in UK also housing crisis is going on. Then China's economy has officially been a deflation. All right, they are facing deflation. Then we saw that Germany has also been officially entered into a recession. Now because of this, the demand has become less, correct, and because of that we are seeing that the production will also become less, correct. So if production is becoming less, the particular business will be making less money, and if they will be making less money and they won't be able to sell their products to the consumer or the customers, then we will be seeing that their revenue will decline, and if the revenue declines, the loan they have taken from these banks, they won't able to pay. So the banks are very cautious in providing the money to these MSMEs, and they are checking thoroughly that which is the organization they should provide the loan or not, correct. So that is the reason we are seeing a deacceleration in the first quarter of fiscal year, correct. Next is, here remember some data also, correct. Here the credit to medium industries grew by 13.2% in June compared to 47.8% in June 2022, and credit to medium industries grew by, remember how much, 13.2%. Next, RBI has released guidelines for IDF NBFC and has reset the floating interest rate on EMI based personal loans. I repeat, RBI, in consultation with the Government of India, they have reviewed the guidelines for the Infrastructure Debt Fund NBFC to enhance their role in the infrastructure financing and align regulations across NBFCs in this sector. Then remember, the updated regulations for IDF NBFCs will be effective from 18th of August. Then RBI has advised bank and finance companies to reset floating interest rates on EMI, that is your equated monthly installments, for select personal loans in response to the rising rates through a new rules with effect from 31st of December 2023. This will apply to both new and existing borrowers. Then these rules will enhance the transparency by the disclosure of principal and interest recovered to date, remaining EMIs and EMI amounts, and the annualized rate of interest for the entire loan duration. So basically we can say that these EMIs or the floating interest rates on the EMI based personal loan will be reset. We have seen in the past that the interest rates has gone up, and so the EMI of the person has also gone up monthly, correct. So more, the amount being paid to the bank for the same amount of interest has gone up. So in this case also, friends, remember there are two cases. When you have taken a loan for, say of example, X amount of money, and Y amount is the EMI you are being paid, correct. And say for example, this amount of X money you have taken for 10 years loan. Now the interest rate has increased from, say, 6%, it has increased to 9% now. Now what will happen is, there are two things you can do. Either you can increase the amount of EMI from as per your 6% interest to 9% interest rate, or what you can do is, the time period for the amount of money that you will be paying will be increased with the same EMI. Say the EMI remains same, say Y, but the time period from which you will be which will be taken to complete your loan will be increased from 10 years to, say, 15 years, correct. So coming back, RBI, in consultation with Government of India, they have reviewed the guidelines for IDF NBFCs to enhance their role in infrastructure financing and aligned regulations across NBFCs in this sector. Next, which bank has introduced UPI interoperable digital rupee mobile application? It is our Canara Bank, right? Canara Bank, they have launched UPI digital rupee mobile application. This is called Canara Digital Rupee app. This is a part of RBI's Central Bank Digital Currency Pilot Project, and Canara Bank is now the first among the public and commercial sector banks to provide this feature in their CBDC mobile application, that is Canara Digital Rupee application. This is the name of the application, right? And it is your Canara Bank that has launched this UPI Digital Rupee mobile application. The app has been created in accordance with RBI guidelines and is powered by advanced blockchain technology to ensure greater security and efficiency. Correct? Important. Here then customers will be able to scan the UPI QR code using the Canara Digital Rupee app and make digital currency payment with the release of this unique feature. Apart from this, this will enable the merchants to accept digital currency payments. In addition to UPI payments, they can use their UPI QR codes without the need for a separate onboarding process of CBDC. This app will also allow customers to experience the benefit of rapid and secure transactions using RBI's digital money. Next, Next is which bank partnered with IIT Bombay to strengthen their data analytics and AI capabilities? It is SBI, that is State Bank of India, right? And they have partnered with IIT Bombay, and it is to strengthen the data analytics and AI capabilities. SBI is contributing almost 22.5 crore rupees through their corporate social responsibility arm, that is SBI Foundation, and it is to set up a banking and data analytics hub at the Indian Institute of Bombay, Mumbai, Maharashtra to tackle the distinct challenges that are facing by the Indian banking and financial industry. Their collaboration will boost the SBI's AI capabilities and promote the exchange of innovative concepts through cooperation between the banking industry and academy. So coming back, it is SBI. They partnered with IIT Bombay to strengthen their data analytics and AI capabilities. Next here you can see it is SBI Bank that is partnering with IIT Bombay to strengthen their data analytics and AI capabilities, so better AI facilities can be provided to the customers, right? Next is your appointments and resignation. SBI has appointed 4 directors to the board recently. I repeat, SBI, they appointed 4 directors, and who all are they? Ketan Shivji Vikamse, Murgank Madhukar Paranjapi, Rajesh Kumar Dubey, and Dharmendra Singh Shekhawat. These are the 4 individuals who have been appointed as the director to SBI. They were appointed for a period of 3 years with effect from 26th of June to 25th of June 2026. Correct? So remember these 4 names. Then if we talk about SBI, who is the chairman here? Dinesh Kumar Kharaji. Headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it was in 1955 that this was established. Next is science and technology. Indian Army inducts Swathi Mark II mountain variant WLR. This is the product that we are talking about. As you can see in the picture, it is Swathi WLR. It is a mobile 3D electronically scanned phased array radar that can autonomously locate hostile soldiers' artillery, mortars, and rocket launchers and destroy them by enabling counter bombardment. Right? So, this Indian Army has inducted 6 of 6 Swati M Mark II mountain variant weapon locating radar to enhance the battlefield surveillance. Indian Army awarded the contract to manufacture Swati M2, that is your Mark II, to Bharat Electronics Limited, and this is an important question that recently that Swati Mark II mountain variant radar that was recently inducted into Indian Army, the contract to manufacture them was given to which organization? It was given to Bharat Electronics Limited. It was developed by DRDO and it was manufactured by BEL. Correct? Then the Swati Mark I variant is set up into 8x8 wheeled Tatra trucks weighing approximately 30 to 28 tons. And now here you can see this is your Mark II mountain variant radar, that is Swati Mark II. Important question becomes it will be provided to Indian Army. It was manufactured by BEL. It was developed by whom? DRDO. Correct? Next is Luna 25 that crashed into moon is of which country? So remember Luna 25, right? It is a failed mission because this satellite crashed into moon. It was aiming to reach the south pole of moon, but it is a failure mission now. It is of Russia, and Russia's first lunar mission in 75 years. It was your Luna 25, but it failed after crashing into moon. Correct? So here the main objective of this Luna 25 is to explore the composition of polar regolith and investigate the plasma and dust components of lunar polar explore of 1 year. Right? So it was basically to explore the south pole for almost 1 year and study about various components, dust particles there we can found. And it is recently a failure mission. Similarly, Chandrayaan 3 is also aiming to land on South Pole, and soon we will see the good news, and whole of the world is waiting for India to land on the South Pole, because if they do so, India will become the first country in the world to land on the South Pole of the moon. Next is NTPC starts the trial of India's first hydrogen bus in Leh, Ladakh. Important. where which organization started the trial of India's first hydrogen bus in Leh Ladakh? NTPC. NTPC started the trial of first hydrogen bus in which state or UT? In Leh Ladakh. Right, and it is a hydrogen bus, so it will be working on green hydrogen, right, and this is to promote the green hydrogen mission of India at larger scale. Similarly, remember, first train that will be powered by green hydrogen will be launching from where to where, or it will be starting its operation from Jind, Haryana, right, and this is not a trial basis, it will be starting from here, and a project also that will be manufacturing green hydrogen will be set up near to Jean. And similarly, first trial of trial of India's first hydrogen bus will be started by NTPC in Leh Ladakh. The first hydrogen bus arrived in Leh, marking the initiation of a 3-month process involving field trials, roadworthiness test, and necessary regulatory steps. Next is which country has won the FIFA Women's World Cup 2023? It is for the first time that they have won this World Cup, and it is Spain. Right, Spain's women football team, they have won the FIFA Women's World Cup by defeating England in the finals by 1-0 in the Stadium of Australia in Sydney, Australia. And this is for the first time that Spain's women football team has won the World Cup, and they were nicknamed La Rosa. Sweden won the bronze medal by defeating Australia, and the 9th edition of the FIFA World Cup, co-hosted for the first time by Australia and New Zealand, was held from 20th of July to 20th of August. So remember, this was the 9th edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup. It was hosted by Australia and New Zealand, right? And who won this? It is Spain's women football team that has won the FIFA Women's World Cup, and they defeated England in the final by 1-0. Next is Sadbhavna Divas or Harmony Day. It is observed on 20th of August across India, and this is to celebrate the birth anniversary of India's 6th Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. That is your Sadbhavna Divas. So Sadbhavna Divas aims to encourage peace, national integration, and communal harmony among all the religion, and the day offers a platform for the people to take the pledge to establish peace, harmony around them. So coming back, Sadbhavna Divas, also known as Harmony Day, is annually celebrated across 20th of August, and it is celebrated on the birth anniversary of India's 6th Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. This year in 2023, it was the 79th birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, who was born in 1944. Correct? Next is your World Mosquito Day, right? This day is also observed on 20th of August and is to commemorate Sir Ronald Ross, a British doctor who discovered the relationship between mosquitoes and the transmission of malaria between humans in 1987. And the day also aims to create awareness about the cause and prevention of malaria, right? So this day is 20th of August is also observed as World Mosquito Day. And remember, Ronald Ross' work received Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1902. Next is your International Day of Remembrance and Tribute to the Victims of Terrorism 2023. And this day is observed on 21st of August. I repeat, International Day of Remembrance and Tribute to the Victims of Terrorism. This day is observed on 21st of August to honor and support the victims and survivors of terrorism and to promote and protect the full enjoyment of their human rights and fundamental freedoms. Right? And this year, it was the 6th edition of this day that was observed. Then there is a theme that you can remember. It is Legacy, Finding Hope and Building a Peaceful Future. First ever edition of this was observed in 2018. So friends, these were your important current affairs for the day. Now let's go for a quick one-liner revision. Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan released State of School Education in Rural India. First WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit under G20 was held in Gujarat. Ministry of Home Affairs renews the FCRA license of ORF for 5 years. Bank credit growth to MSME has deaccelerated in the first quarter of fiscal year, and RBI has issued new guidelines for fair lending practices. RBI has released the guidelines for IDF NBFC and has reset the floating interest rates on EMI based personal loans. Canara Bank has launched UPI Interoperable Digital Rupee mobile application. SBI has partnered with IIT Bombay to strengthen its data analytics and AI capabilities. SBI has appointed 4 directors to the board. Indian Army has inducted Swati Mark II mountain variant WLR. Next is your Luna 25. It has crashed into the moon, and Russia's first moon mission in 47 years has failed. Right? NTPC has started the trial of India's first hydrogen bus in Leh Ladakh. FIFA Women's World Cup 2023 was held, and Spain has defeated England to win their first Women World Cup. And remember, Spain became the first country which has won, which countries both men and female has won the World Cup, FIFA World Cup. Then Sadbhavna Divas or Harmony Day on 20th of December or 20th of August, and this day also marks the birth anniversary of Rajiv Gandhi. Then World Mosquito Day is observed on 20th of August, and International Day of Remembrance and Tribute to the Victims of Terrorism is observed on 21st of August. So these are your important current affairs for the day, friends. Right now, let's move to some revision part. Next, which state has implemented one district, one product scheme? It is implemented by Gujarat. Then, which government is planning to build a dam worth 6,134 crore rupees? It is being built by, and it is Haryana government. IMT Kharkhoda is also in Haryana government. EV plant that will be designed by Maruti Suzuki is coming in this IMT Kharkhoda. Next thing, remember, if we are talking about third edition of G20 Anti-Corruption Working Group meeting, where this will be held? This will be held in Kolkata. Next, which academy has joined and became the 10th member of Interpol Global Academy Network? It is CBI Academy, which is located in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh. Then, Meri Mati Mera Desh. Meri Mati Mera Desh. This is the campaign launched by which state? It was launched by Maharashtra. Or if the name of person is asked, Chief Minister, so Eknath Shinde launched this Meri Mati Mera Desh campaign. Then which is the 21st IIM? It is IIM Mumbai. Correct? It is located in Maharashtra, and National Institute of Industrial Engineering has become the 21st IIM of India. Then next, remember Mo Jangal Jami Yojana. Mo Jangal Jami Yojana. As the name suggests, Mo, it is related to Odisha. Next is Khel Maharan. Which state will organize this Khel Maharan? It is Assam government. Right? Then next, tell me, India's first agriculture data exchange was launched by Telangana. India's first agriculture data exchange. Then a web app by the name Sin Suchna. Sin Suchna is the name of a web application that was launched by which state's chief minister? It was launched by Gujarat's chief minister. Then CM Solar Mission. This was launched by which state? It was launched by Meghalaya. CM Solar Mission. Then recently, in which state center has approved the establishment of a new spaceport? New spaceport. So it is in Tamil Nadu. Next, remember, recently Odisha government is planning to open CSP plus banking outlets in 4373 gram panchayats. Correct? Next, remember, which state government is planning to build country's largest IT hub in Lucknow. As I mentioned, Lucknow is in UP. So it is your Uttar Pradesh government that is planning to develop country's largest IT hub there. Next, remember, Global Maritime India Summit. This will be held in October. Then Make My Trip has partnered with Tourism Ministry to showcase India. Then next, remember, Purushottam Rupala, he launched A-Help program. And which state launched this A-Help program? It was launched in Gujarat. Right? Then which state will be providing IVF treatment free of cost in government hospital? It is Goa. Then next, tell me, who will launch? Which country will launch BRICS Startup Forum? So BRICS Startup Forum will be launched by our country, India. Right? And which country will be buying India's Dornier 228, not 228. Which country is planning to buy India's Dornier aircraft that are manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited? It is Guyana. And remember, India, as a friendly gesture, delivered Dornier 228, second Dornier 22 aircraft to Sri Lanka as a friendly gesture, right?
In August, Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) Academy has joined as the Dash member of Interpol Global Academy Network. So, CBI Investigation Academy or Central Bureau of Investigation Academy, that is your CBI Academy, they became 10th member to join the Interpol Global Academy Network. And Interpol, this stands for your International Police. Correct? The CBI Academy, where is this located? This is located in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh, and they became the 10th member to join this Interpol Global Academy Network. If we talk about this Interpol Global Academy Network, this was established in 2019, correct, and it was under the leadership of Interpol's Capacity Building and Trading Directorate. The main goal here was to spearhead a worldwide strategy for law enforcement training, correct. So CBI Academy now became the 10th member to join this Interpol Global Academy Network. The 10 members that we are talking about here: Abu Dhabi, Argentina, Austria, Botswana, Colombia, India now, Korea, Rwanda, Saudi Arabia, and Spain. So these are the 10 members now, and 10th member is India. When was the National Javelin Day observed across India? Remember, it was the second ever edition of this National Javelin Day. Correct? This day was observed for the second time when? On 7th of August 2023. So remember, on 7th of August in 2021, this was the first ever edition. In 2022, sorry, it was the first ever edition, as Neeraj Chopra has won gold medal for India in the Tokyo 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games, correct. And Neeraj Chopra, he is from Haryana, he won the gold medal in this javelin throw. So in order to remember this, National Javelin Day will be observed across India on 7th of August to commemorate the day on which Neeraj Chopra won the gold medal for India in the Tokyo 2020 Games, and he became the first Asian athlete to win an Olympic gold in the men's javelin throw. So it was started and the first ever edition was observed in 2022. Then the second edition is being observed this year in 2023, right. And remember, on 11th of August in 2021, it was Athletics Federation of India that declared that 7th of August every year from 2022 onwards will be observed as your National Javelin Day. Next, name the bank that recently inaugurated 34 transaction banking hubs across 21 district centers across India. So it is your State Bank of India. They have recently inaugurated 34 transaction banking hubs across 21 centers across India. These hubs will aim to provide efficient and quick banking transaction facilities to the customers. Here, SBI's goal is to meet all customer needs and offer comprehensive solutions for transaction, payment, and collection requirement in one place. The bank aims to transform their transaction banking services and current account related offerings to enhance their customer experience. So these 34 transaction banking hubs across 21 district centers will be set up by State Bank of India, right. Next, remember, SBI is also the bank that has launched they have launched their own bank that is specifically dedicated to funding the startups, first of which was launched in Bangalore, and a similar kind of branch will be also opening in Gurgaon soon. Next, which company recently launched Nirakshi, that is India's first indigenous autonomous underwater vehicle to detect mines. So it is your GRSE, Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited. They recently launched Nirakshi, correct. And it is what is this Nirakshi? Nirakshi is the name of the India's first autonomous underwater vehicle, and it is to detect mines. That is Nirakshi. Nirakshi stands for eyes in the water. That is India's first of its kind indigenous autonomous underwater vehicle, correct. And where was this used? It was used in Kolkata, West Bengal for the first time, and it was used to detect mines. This Nirakshi, this is an orange colored prototype that is a 2.1 meter long prototype, right. And it weighs about 45 kilometers. It can be underwater for 4 hours, correct, and it can go up to 300-meter deep in water. So this induction was developed by GRSC, and it is an autonomous underwater vehicle, that is AUV, to detect mines. See, AUV stands for autonomous underwater vehicle, right? UAV stands for unmanned aerial vehicle. So you should know the difference between AUV and UAV. This is basically, UAVs are your drones. Next, in August, Dash constituted a sectoral committee to frame the unique regulatory landscape and address challenges that are faced by Dash members banks operating within the GIFT city in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. So remember, IBA, Indian Banks Association, they recently constituted a sectoral committee that was framed to unique regulatory landscape, that is to frame various unique landscapes or various unique regulations that will be focusing and solving the problems of the banks of which area, of specifically of GIFT city, Gandhinagar, Gujarat, right? And this sectoral committee that was set up by IBA consists of 26 members. I repeat, so IBA, they will be setting up this sectoral committee that consists of 26 members, and it is for all the banks that are operating within the GIFT city, Gandhinagar, Gujarat, various challenges that are faced by them, and to solve those problems, this committee was set up. The committee is intended to function as a bridge that will be connecting the banking sector and the regulatory bodies, ensuring effective communication and resolution of concerns and perspectives of the banks that are in GIFT city, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Correct? So right option here is Indian Bank Association, and this will be a 26-member sectoral committee. Next, which insurance company recently entered into a bancassurance tie-up with Standard Chartered Bank to sell health insurance product? It is your Star Health and Allied Insurance. They recently entered into a bancassurance. What is bancassurance? When an insurance company and a bank ties up together, where the insurance company will be selling their insurance product to the customers of the bank. That is your bancassurance, correct? So recently, which insurance company tied up with Standard Chartered Bank? That is your SCB Bank. It is your Star Health and Allied Insurance tied up with your SCB Bank under this bancassurance. Which defense sector has recently secured a patent for accident prevention system based on artificial intelligence to enhance the road safety and mitigate accidents? It is our Indian Army, correct? They secured a patent, and basically these patents are for 10 years, remember that. So Indian Army secured the patents for an accident prevention system based on artificial intelligence. This will enhance the road safety and reduce the accidents. This is developed within the Indian Army's Research and Development Division, and Colonel Kuldeep Yadav have been credited with this prevention system. Correct? Next thing, remember, this patent is valid for a duration of 20 years, right? So not 10 years, corrected. It is valid for 20 years. So right option here is Indian Army have the patent for this accident prevention system based on artificial intelligence. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Prime Minister of Cambodia for 5-year term? He will be Hun Manet. Right? Cambodia's King Norodom Sihanouk has issued a royal decree appointing Hun Manet as the new Prime Minister of Cambodia, and he will be in this position for 5 years. Correct? Then remember, Hun Manet, he is the son of Hun Sen, the former Prime Minister of Cambodia and one of the Asia's longest serving Prime Minister. Hun Manet will succeed Hun Sen, his father, who has ruled for about 38 years. Correct? So Hun Manet has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of Cambodia for the next 5 years.
Next is your homework section, friends. First, Matangini Hazara, who was seen in news, was a women freedom fighter from which state? Second, India has settled its first ever crude oil payments to which country in local currency? Third, Lake Ohrid, which was seen in news, is located in which continent? So these are your 3 homework questions, friends. I hope you have understood the assignment. All you have to do now is like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. Doing this will motivate me to make better content for you in the long run. So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.